Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Okay, folks, Panhandle Outdoors on the road, and we're way up on the road. We're about 5-6 miles north of Mississippi State Line in western Tennessee, and you see where we are. The National Bird Dog Museum. I've been wanting to come here a long time because we have some special people here, so we just want to come by. Folks, this place we're in Grand Junction, Tennessee, and this place is amazing. Okay, so let's go take a look at it. Okay, folks, just walked inside. I thought it was going to be like one room here. This place is massive. I have Clay back here. Clay is the director here, and he's going to tell us that he has a vast knowledge of all these pictures, and this place is it's incredible just as I look at it. So we're going to get started and just in the very front, but we got all kind of places to show you. So Clay, tell us right here to begin. Tell us what this is right here.
This is the list of the national champions that has won the national championship field trials at the Ames Plantation.
Okay.
From when they started in 1896 through the present day. And this is every year is added on. It always is a year behind. This painting right in the front here is the 2024 winner.
Okay.
It's painted every year after they win, of course, in February. So the 2025 will not be there until this coming up year.
Okay. Okay, we're just gonna start. Coming in on the left side, you see this place is huge. I want you to look all the way down the hallway. It goes way down there. It's almost 100 yards. Look down there, room after room after room. So we're gonna start up here in this room here. Okay, Clay, tell us about this room.
Well, this covers the national champions from 1896 to present day. Each one of them has a painting that hangs in the room. This model right here is the Raines Hotel. It's in Grand Junction, here in Grand Junction. It burned down in the 80s, but it is where they used to leave every morning. All the handlers would stay there during the national championship, and they would leave on horseback from that building here in Grand Junction to go to the Ames Plantation every morning to start the trials. And it stood there till the 80s and burned down. So
wow.
That model's about all that's left of the building. So
that's cool. Okay.
These are just donated by different bird hunters and field trial guys. This is just
old double barrel shotguns. Okay. Okay, this still in that front room now. We're still here, and this story on this dog is incredible. Clay, come up, tell us about this. Is Count Noble. So this is actually the dog's mount.
It's actually the dog. It's one of the winningest field trial dogs in history. There's still dogs alive today from its bloodline.
Wow.
It died in 1891.
Wait a minute. 1891.
1891, and has been stuffed ever since. The reason why it looks so good is it was stuffed with arsenic.
Whoa.
And that allows it to maintain the look that it has still done to this day. And anyway, but this has been here since 1999. It was originally in the Carnegie Museum in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And it was brought down here in 1999. It's been here ever since, and this is one of our big draws. People come here from all over the world to see Count Noble.
Count Noble. Wow. You see, look at there. Wow.
Grand Junction.
Feel good at this if you can. Okay, so this is Wilson Dunn here. Tell us about Wilson Dunn, Clay.
Wilson Dunn owned Dunn Sporting Goods here in Grand Junction, Tennessee. This was a world famous mail order sporting goods company. And the museum actually started in the back of his store.
Okay.
He had a small, large walk-in closet that, and he collected field trial memorabilia in that back room. And that is how this all started. He donated that to this museum, and that memorabilia is how the collection started.
Okay. Okay, I have Captain Garrett Lockey here. Tell us about him, U.S. Navy.
He was a career naval officer, served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. He ended his career captaining a guided missile cruiser in Vietnam, and after he got out of the military, he had been a lifelong hunter, and he developed a passion for bird dogs. He became a owner and eventually was the owner of a national champion.
Okay.
And he was the man who originally bought the land that the museum is currently on and donated it to build the museum.
Okay.
So.
Okay, next one, Bernard Mathis, okay?
Bernie Mathis, he is was the owner and editor of American Field magazine. It's the weekly field trial magazine out of Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
He was also one of the founders of the museum here, and he is still currently a board member here. And he, of course, he no longer owns American Field, but you know he owned it to the very end, and he was one of the original founders. So.
All right. Okay, this big room right here is dedicated to the pointers and the setters. Okay, take a look at this. Tell us a little bit about this room, Clay.
This is the Hall of Fame for both people and dogs that have been inducted into the Pointer Setter Hall of Fame. Now, these are not all national champions or anything. These are just the people who have contributed, people and dogs who have contributed enough to the sport to be elected into the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame inductions are in February every year. There's new people added every year, new dogs added every year. It continues to grow every year. All right, this is federal judge Lee West, and he was a federal judge in Oklahoma City, and his office was in the building that was involved in the Oklahoma City bombing. And we have a painting here that was hanging behind his desk that has holes in it, and this is shrapnel holes from the bombing.
Okay. So this was behind his desk when the bombing took, okay?
It's behind his desk when the bombing took place, and as you can see, there's 2 shrapnel holes in it.
Oh, yeah.
And they said that if he had been at his desk at the time, he would not be alive to tell the story. So.
But he loved his dog, didn't he?
He did. He was a lifelong hunter and field trialer. So.
A federal judge. That's great. Okay, this is William McCall from Asheville, North Carolina, and this is a collection of all his cups that he's won, and the family donated this to the museum. This is a massive display, Clay.
It is. This is all of his winnings through his entire career, and this is all, just one man's, lifelong passion there.
Wow.
So.
All right, in this room here, this showed in different categories. This is a National Red Setter Field Trial Club. Beautiful dogs. This is their Hall of Fame.
This is the Gordon Setter Hall of Fame here. It's a little small Hall of Fame, but
Okay.
and then this is the Vizslas right here beside them.
That's a popular dog.
Mm-hmm. And this is the English Springer Spaniel Hall of Fame.
Wow. That's some good looking dogs. Okay, there's several sections here. We'll start with German short-haired pointers. And Clay, these are some fine dogs too.
They are.
You got.
And they're becoming more popular.
Yeah.
And actually, in the national championship this year, there was the first time in history they ran German short-haired pointers in the national.
Oh, cool.
And they're actually kind of worried about it because the normal German short-haired pointer trials are shorter in length than the pointer setter trials.
Yeah.
So they thought that they might not have the endurance to keep up.
Ah, I see. Okay.
They didn't win, but they did keep up, and they ran the trial. So
Cool. Oh, Brittany, I love Brittany. Here's a good picture of this guy here. Okay, this is a little special to me because we've had a Brittany before, and what an amazing dog. In fact, Clay was talking about, there's so many of them that's in here. They had a wall here, but it goes all the way back. This Brittany section goes all the way back. Look at here. What, 3, 4, 5, 6 walls of Brittany's. That speaks volumes about how popular they are. These 2 walls are cool. On one wall is the Hall of Fame of the guys and ladies that worked with the dogs, they're couples. And right across the big, okay, the Hall of Fame dogs. Those are cool looking dogs there. Look at them. Okay, tell us about this big picture on the wall over here.
all right, well, this is a panoramic picture, one of the years of the gallery at the national championship at the Ames Plantation. And in order to take part in the gallery and to view the trials, you have to be on horseback.
Okay.
So that's why everybody you see is on horseback, and the handler's the only one on the ground.
Okay, where is the Ames Plantation?
The Ames Plantation is about 5 miles from the museum.
Okay.
And this is kind of why the museum's here. It's the World Series or the Super Bowl of the field trials.
Okay.
So,
cool. All right, this is cool, Craig. What in the world is this?
this is a dog shipping crate from 1900.
Oh my goodness.
And it is for when they ship dogs on the railroad, on trains.
Okay.
And they kept the top of it curved so that they wouldn't stack any luggage on top of the dog.
Okay.
So that way anything they tried to put on top would slide off.
Oh my goodness. And it said water here and pull open and feed.
Yeah, they had that
cool.
so they could feed the dog and water it without taking it out of the cage.
How
So,
cool. Oh goodness. Okay, this little room right here, real unique. Tell us about this.
this was William Brown. He was a famous field trial reporter for the American Field. And this was his desk, his actual desk and chair from Chicago, Illinois, where he wrote for the American Field. So,
Okay, these ladies here, tell us about Hall of Fame friends, okay?
these are some of they're about here about every year. They're some of the Brittany women that show up for the Hall of Fame inductions. And it includes also Mary Crawford, one of our board members, current board members. So.
Awesome. Bazooka. Okay, this wall of pictures is cool. Now the guy over here with a cowboy hat, down here to the right.
This is Rick Smith. He's the current president of the board here at the museum, and he is a world famous dog trainer. He followed in the footsteps of his father, Delmar Smith, who is also a board member here still. And they're both created the Wonder Lead, one of the famous, one of the training ropes that they're kind of known for.
Okay.
So,
cool. Oh, I've been looking around at all these pictures and all kind of really cool names. I want to point this one out. This is Bazooka Brandy, okay? Bazooka Brandy. Hey folks, I thought we were about finishing. Clay said, wait, we got the retriever side. So this whole section is on retriever. So let's take a look at it. Y'all know in the show, especially in the early years I was doing the show, I'd often have my dogs with me. And remember, I've had black labs, chocolate labs, and yellow labs. And this wall is just special to me because we had such a great group of dogs when we were growing up. And in my early years of hunting, and I just absolutely love labs. Great Wall of Pictures. What a great painting here. This is Gusto's Last Control, and the names are just great. I love them. This picture is laid right here. Lynn DeBose. Her dog was named Great Buns of Fire. One more cool name. How about Chickamauga Choo Choo? Okay, this caught my attention real quick, because you know we love duck hunting, and I noticed these decoys over here. Tell us about these decoys, Clay.
Some of these decoys date back to the early 1900s. So they've got some really old decoys.
Antique decoys. This guy's from Waterford, Michigan, Mr. Boyd Dillon. He donated them. This is a cool display. How about Life magazine making a cover as a Labrador Retriever? And look at the article, okay? It's #1 U.S. Retriever dog in 1938, December 12th, 1938. The price was 10 cents. Okay, we're just walking on through, and I noticed over here, this looked a little out of place as far as it didn't look right, so it rocks a little bit. And then, Clay, you said there's a great story behind this rocking.
Oh yeah.
Tell us.
It was a husband and wife that both ran retrievers.
Yeah.
And they both ran different dogs. And so they were both in the same trial, and the wife won the trial. Her dog won the trial. And so the husband kind of got a little angry about that. So on the way home, he threw the trophy out the window of the car going down the highway. And so that's why the wife made him turn around and get it. But ever since, it's done a little rocking, it's a little warped there. So
I love that story. That's great. Okay, this big room here, we got a couple of carriages. Okay, what about this one over to the left over here?
this one is not really field trial related, but it is an antique doctor's buggy. That it was a country doctor that, single horse would pull the buggy.
Wow.
And he would go around and make his rounds around the county in a rural area where people couldn't come to town to go to the doctor. So
we're in western Tennessee and north Mississippi, so that's been around. Okay, this next buggy here, tell us about it.
This is a field trial wagon, and it's got cages on the side where the dogs were kept in the cages. And this belonged to John S. and John Rex Gates, who are both famous field trialers. Both of them are deceased now, but they ran this wagon in Montana and Canada during training and trials. Okay,
this is not a big room, but what a unique room. Clay calls this a taxidermy room. We don't have to say much about it. Just take a look at it. Holy cow! Look at these mounts. And you say some of these are local and some are just all kinds?
Some of them are local animals, but there's several different kinds from all over the world in here. So.
Oh my goodness.
There are some birds of prey up here like hawks and a couple of ospreys, and these are actually illegal now to mount, but these were mounted before the laws were in place. So these are legal mounts. And they were all donated by the same guy he was a taxidermist. That's what he did for a living. And when he died, his wife donated all of his collection. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, this is cool. Look at the bobcat with the quail. We'll talk about what a predator they are and how they hurt the quail population. But look at all these out in the cornfield. Look at that hawk up there. This is amazing. Look at all of them over here. A lot of waterfowl. Okay, Charles, what is this right here?
That is a river otter. It's actually albino. It's a very rare albino. You don't see those. And
wow. Okay, you're talking about a little egg and a little baby coming out of it. and a bobwhite quail. How cool is that?
All right, this is Nash Buckingham. He's a famous outdoor rider from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, over in this corner now, you told me this guy's unique, so tell us about this guy.
This is James Avent, and he was quite a character. They called him the Fox of Hickory Valley, because he's kind of sly.
Yeah.
But he was in the early 1900s. He ran field trials, and he was known for pulling a lot of tricks. One, he would sometimes carry a quail in his pocket, and he would kind of slit the inside of his pocket, and if his dog was not finding any finds, he would drop that bird down his pants leg, and miraculously his dog would have found a bird. And then also, I'm not 100% sure this story is actually true, but I've heard it my whole life. But also I've heard that he ran a white dog in a trial one time, and the dog didn't do too well. So he took it out and painted the dog black, brought it back the next day and ran it again, and it did a lot better. So.
That's some good stories. Okay, the best one to me, and most special one to me, we're going to end the show with this one, okay? This is our local guy from Lynn Haven, Mr. Bill Perry. Bill knew him well, his children, Billy Perry, Nan, Leah, his grandchildren. I had them in my outdoor ed class. I've known Bill, he passed away a little while back, but what a great outdoorsman he was. His hunting partner, most of y'all remember Mr. Whitey Urquhart, and folks, they did some field trial trips and all. They had some great trips. I'm just gonna read you what it says about him. Okay, Bill was elected in the Hall of Fame here in 2007. He was born in 1935 in Maplesville, Alabama. He started hunting quail at age 8 years old, went on to field trials in his 20s. He did his whole life. He's been just a consistent winner in all different competitions. He had patronized 11 different professional handlers. He's a well-known and respected field trial judge. He served in that capacity throughout the country. At Quail Run Plantation, he owned in partnership with Mr. Whitey Urquhart near Lynn Haven. He's been dedicated to both field trials and hunting. It's all the world, Mr. Bill Perry.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.